Very good morning to everyone. Today day 3 practicals live demo. Today is on topic bread, Italian breads. Italian breads, today we are making 3 products. One is focaccia, pizza base and grissini. Pizza base, today we are only going to bake only half done pizza base to show you how the bread is made. Now pizza is a flat leavened bread, and same way focaccia is also a flat leavened dough. First we make a flat leavened dough focaccia, and toppings are done with any kind of rosemary, thyme, olives. The flavor and toppings can vary from region to region and place to place also. We can change. Today I am going to use onion, tomato, olives and fresh garlic today for focaccia bread. And pizza base, only I am going to make pizza dough. And next class I am going to demonstrate again pizza, completion of pizza with various toppings. And today grissini is also going to make. Grissini is nothing but breadstick, and it is in shape of a round cylindrical match pencil size grissini size we have to make. Actually traditionally they make that much size of pencil size breadsticks, and toppings can be given as variations are many toppings you can go. Today I am going to make thyme flavored grissini breadstick, rosemary, cheese flavored and salted chili flavored grissini today we are going to make. And first demo today is first focaccia bread. Focaccia, all are focaccia ingredients I have kept in front of the table. First I am going to use 250 grams of flour, yeast 4.5 grams, salt 7 grams and sugar 30 grams, olive oil 15 ml, water 160 and GSM margarine 30 grams. If you want to use butter also, butter is also can be a alternative for GSM margarine. Use onion, it is sliced onion I have taken, and actually sun-dried tomatoes are used for focaccia bread. If you don't have sun-dried tomato, you can use fresh tomato, saute with olive oil and salt and pepper seasoned, and you can use also as an alternative for sun-dried tomato. And fresh garlic, black olives, green olives and rosemary as a seasoning, and rock salt is also a seasoning. Okay, now first sieve the flour in a mixing bowl. Always sieve the flour before you use 2 times, so that it will remove the impurities as well as the foreign particles such as threads which will come in the gunny bags and the stones which you can see in the flour content. So always sieve the flour 2 times. Now I am going to use, after sieving the flour, instant dry yeast. For instant dry yeast, no need to ferment the yeast separately. You can directly add into the flour itself. So I have added yeast. Next sugar, salt, now fix the machine into the planetary mixer. Use dough arm. This is called dough arm. dough arm is this one, which is used to make for breads only. And I'll start the machine at first slow speed. Now I start adding the water slowly after mixing the dry ingredients such as yeast, salt, sugar and flour together. Then slowly mix with water. By the time I'll show you the topping. Knead the dough until it does not stick to the bowl. Then you have to add olive oil slowly and then margarine. Until then knead the dough. I'll show you when to stop the dough and stop giving resting. I'll inform you when to give a dough resting. So by the time I'll show you the first. Please remember, there are two ways to prepare focaccia. You can use raw onion also. Otherwise, nowadays there are little variations in adding the onions as a topping, like caramelized onions. Today I will do half done onions and saute it. So I am going to start now sauteing the onions in a non-stick pan. Add 1 tablespoon of oil or 1.5 depending upon the onion how much you are using. Before you use any non-stick pans, you have to season. I have already seasoned the non-stick pan. So I am going to saute now. Add onions. As earlier I told you, toppings of focaccia bread can be raw, also you can add or you can saute. By the time I will cut the garlic and show it to you. Today I am going to use garlic up to 12 to 15. Okay, so you can use garlic as a whole also, or you can cut as per the requirement of your taste and texture. So I am going to cut into 4 slices of garlic. Whole garlic can also be added. Yeah, garlic is ready. I'll saute the garlic also lightly, half done. Now please, onions, this should be only half done. So now I'm going to season with pepper powder. It is finely roasted, crushed pepper powder, not fine powder. Add up to your taste. Salt, 1 pinch or 2 pinches. Now my onions are half done. So now I am going to remove from the flame. Transfer this into bowl. Put this into small bowl. Onions, sautéed onions, half done. Now again, non-stick pan I am going to sauté garlic. Little, half tablespoon I am going to use. Seasoned with lightly half pinch of pepper and half pinch of salt. You can use whole garlic without half done sauteing also. Directly also you can use. Now I will show you the dough. What's happening to the dough. I'm going to switch off first. You can see the dough is came as a single dough. Now I am going to add margarine and then again continue the kneading. Continue kneading by the garlic sauteing, so do not do too much, more than 1 minute. So garlic is done. Now third one is, instead of sun-dried tomatoes, I am going to use fresh tomatoes. So I will saute the tomatoes with 1 tablespoon or 1.5 tablespoon. Saute only half done. Add again, season with salt and pepper. Now fat is already added into the dough. Now then I'll show you again adding the oil. So wait for 2-3 minutes. Dough still accumulate the fat, and you can see the fat is of the dough. By the time my tomatoes are sauteed, almost done, half done. You can see half done tomatoes. So I'll use this same for my focaccia. I'm going to switch off the flame, transfer the tomatoes to your Put the tomatoes into a bowl and let it cool down. After cooling down, we will use these onions, garlic and tomatoes as a topping for your focaccia. By the time I'll cut the olives, also black olives. So I'll use 6 to 8 olives for this recipe. So I'm nearly using 8 olives. Cut the olives into 1/2 or 1/2 or 1/3. So 3 slices I'll do. Round. You will get ready-made sliced olives also in the market. Otherwise, you have to cut like a seed. These are seedless olives, so seed will not be there. Or you will get ready-made olives like this sliced also. So your choice. You can take selection of olives as per your requirement. So I am transferring back to the bowl. So these are all used as a topping, including rosemary as a topping and rock salt as a topping. So I'll show you when the dough is ready. Now pull down all the whatever the sauteed toppings I have used for focaccia, like garlic I have today using, onion, sauteed onion, and tomatoes, sauteed onion. Including this, I am also going to use olives. Just now I showed you how to slice the olives, black olives and green olives. These are ready-made, already sliced one, and rosemary and rock salt as a topping. Now let us come back to the dough till where it is gone kneading time. So now I am going to use, leftover is olive oil. So I am going to use olive oil slowly into the dough. Never add olive oil or fat together. In regular intervals of time, add fat and olive oil so that dough will accumulate the fat and olive oil slowly into this mass. For focaccia, you use heavy gauge baking trays so that it will not bend when it is baking at high temperatures. So I am just going to grease focaccia baking tray. You can use round, rectangle, square shape baking trays for focaccia. It depends upon the choice of the cutting of the focaccia bread also. You can cut the bread in focaccia bread into circle shapes or rectangle strips or square shapes also, focaccia. So just grease it lightly with olive oil and keep it aside. Now dough is not sticking to the sides of the bowl. You can see. Now this is the time to remove the dough also. Okay, and keep resting for half an hour or until it proves double in size. So in proving time, you don't specifically say that proving is only depends on the time. Sometimes it depends upon the weather also. If it is a cold weather, you have to check 2 times, 3 times. Otherwise, if it is a hot, sunny weather, definitely it will prove very fastly. Okay. Now I am going to stop the machine, remove the dough from the mixing bowl. Use lightly grease the scraper with oil to remove the dough, and you can also use hands to remove. And you can use rubber spatula also, but scraper will give you good hand to remove the dough from the bowl. Before I remove, let me show you. Just lightly grease at corner of the table, working table, with oil and start giving resting on top of it. Grease your hands before you start kneading the dough. Dough will not stick to your hands when the dough is finished mixing with all the ingredients properly. Then I'll just don't touch the dough with forcefully or anything. Lightly and lightly use your fingers or this way. This is the right shape to control the dough and make like a round shaped dough, and keep resting under a bowl, or there are two ways to give resting, either you use cloth, and otherwise you can also use bowl. Close it for half an hour minimum. We will give resting. Now this resting time will take half an hour. By time we will start one more dough, pizza base. So let me introduce pizza. As I told you earlier, pizza is also a flat leavened bread, okay, which is also used as a savory as well as a snack. Means snack is nothing but you can serve at any given point of time. It is not a particular dish which is served at particular time. Pizza is served at any given point of, either it is a morning, afternoon or evening or dinner or late night dinner also. Pizza is served at any given time of order you order. Okay. Pizza, as I told you, it is a savory pizza. Okay. Also, it is called, if you use small mini pizzas, it is called as a pizzetta. Pizzetta. And the person who makes pizza is nothing but he is also called as pizzaiolo. Pizzaiolo, and it is from origin Naples of Italy country. Naples is a small region, town where it is originated. It is also a flat and leavened dough. And the recipe is as follows: refined flour you take 150 grams, instant rice 2 grams, salt 2 grams, olive oil it consumes 2 to 4 ml, and sugar 3 grams, water 95 ml. And toppings, you can use n number of toppings. Today I am going to show you toppings. As first, for pizza we have to use tomato sauce. So tomato sauce you can make homemade, or ready-made tomato sauce are also available, like proprietary sauce. Tomato sauce is also a proprietary sauce. You can make, it is readily available in market, or it is also you can make homemade tomato sauce. Okay. And mozzarella cheese is a cheese which is a very pizza very basic thing which we use. Without cheese you cannot make a pizza. And olives, today I am going to use. Bell peppers, yellow and red bell peppers I am going to use today, and onions and sweet corn. And variations, as I told you, you can go with n number of variations with taste and flavor. Okay. Now I have taken, see the flour first into the bowl. I have added 150 grams of flour, 2 grams of instant dry yeast. Instant dry yeast, as earlier I told you, no need to ferment the instant dry yeast with separately lukewarm water and sugar. It is very well raises if you use directly into the flour. I am going to use sugar again 2 grams, salt 2 grams, and olive oil 2 to 4 ml, and 65 ml of water. So first let me mix the dry ingredients first into the mixing bowl. I am using again hook. For any breads, always use hook. As I told you, fat is added at the last when the dough becomes and it does not touch the bowl of the or dish, or it will not touch your hands. Then you start adding the olive oil or fat. First I am going to add water. Slowly you have to add regularly into the dry mixture. Today pizza, we are going to use pizza mold. Pizza mold will be 6-inch, 4-inch bases we use, and this is a non-stick pizza base today I am going to use. Now the ingredients, first base of the pizza is tomato sauce. Okay, for tomato sauce I am going to show you homemade tomato sauce which I made. I made homemade tomato sauce. Now I will show you how to do this tomato sauce preparation. Prepare the tomato, select the whole tomatoes and boil the tomatoes and de-skin the tomatoes. Remove the seeds of the tomato after blanching the tomatoes. Then you use tomato puree. Make a tomato puree. Then saute in a kadai, olive oil, little amount of garlic, and add tomato puree and rosemary or thyme as a seasoning along with salt and pepper. Continue this with little amount of sugar in tomato puree. Then saute the tomato puree until it becomes thick like this. Okay, if you don't want to use as a homemade tomato sauce, you can use tomato sauce which is readily available in market as a proprietary sauce. Okay, now this is tomato sauce which is used as base for the tomato sauce. Next one I am going to use is mozzarella cheese, grated mozzarella cheese, tomatoes. Again for toppings I am going to use tomatoes. As earlier I told you, raw onions, raw tomatoes can be used in Italian menu. Somebody don't like raw onions or raw tomatoes, you can saute with a little amount of olive oil. Today I am going to saute with little amount of olive oil. Again onions, I have cut the tomatoes into small 4 equal parts of each tomato, and triangles of onions, and juliennes of yellow bell pepper, and square shapes of red bell pepper I am going to use today, and seasoning salt and pepper and black olives for topping. And I am also going to use frozen sweet corn. Just thaw the sweet corn in a warm water for half an hour, then it will become soft, then you can use. Okay, so let me show you how to go ahead with little amount of sauteing. For sauteing bell peppers, onions and tomato, I am going to use olive oil again, 1.5 tablespoon. So I am going to use 2 bell peppers together. So I am using 2 tablespoons. Heat the oil to small. I am using juliennes of bell peppers first. And then also red bell peppers. Do not overcook any ingredient. As I am showing you bell peppers, do not overcook, only cook until half done. Now season with little amount of salt and pepper. I am using pinch of salt and 2 pinches of pepper. Now I am switching off. Cook for only 2 to 3 minutes. That is enough, because again you are going to bake again. So do not overcook your bell peppers or anything. Now I am going to saute. For onions, I am using 1 tablespoon. Onions is an optional also, you can use, or you don't want to use also in pizza, not a problem, but there are many variations in pizza. Pizza margherita is a traditional Italian pizza. They use ham and bacon also in pizza margherita. Season with salt and pepper. Pinch is enough. Some also use baby corn and gherkins in pizza also as a variations. There are many. Jalapeno peppers are also used in pizza. Now my onions are sauteed nearly 2 to 3 minutes. Now I am going to transfer this into bowl. Is grissini, as I earlier told you, it is also called as breadsticks, and the size is similar to pencil size. Today I'll show you the recipe. Again, grissini, 125 grams of flour. I'm going to take for today's Italian breads is grissini. Grissini is also called breadsticks, and the size is similar to pencil size. Today I'll show you the recipe again. 125 grams of flour, 3 grams of yeast, salt 3 grams, sugar 5 grams, olive oil 10 to 15 ml, and water 60 ml. I'll sieve the flour first. After sieving, I am going to add instant dry yeast into the vessel and sugar and salt. Now switch on the planetary mixer on, lock the paddle. Dough arm, we call it dough arm. So for breads, always use dough arm. The dry ingredients mixed properly. I'll show you the ingredients for topping, and one more important for grissini is toppings. You can do any variations, depends upon the taste and flavor. Today I am going to use onion seed, white sesame seed, one topping. Other topping, salt and pepper and chili powder I'll use, rosemary and thyme also I'll use today. And one more important thing is for grissini, you have to spray 2 times on top of the breadsticks with salt water. So salt water preparation, I'll show you the spray. So this should be very salty. So salt water recipe should be for 100 ml. You have to consider salt. You can take table salt or rock salt, any either of your wish. But consider nearly 50 to 55 grams of 100 ml of water. Mix properly, strain the water, salt water, and then fill it in a spray gun. Now I am going to add water. As ingredients are mixed properly, dry ingredients, I added flour, yeast, sugar and salt. Now I am going to add water, plain water. Don't add water at one shot. You have to add at regular intervals of time. As it leaves the sides of the dish or bowl, now I am going to add olive oil into this slowly and regularly. Let the oil infuse into the dough. Then we'll start removing the dough from the bowl and give resting for half an hour. As focaccia and pizza dough, similarly you have to give resting for even grissini bread also. Half an hour resting, that is called initial fermentation resting time. Now it is leaving the sides of the dish. Now I am going to switch off the planetary mixture. Now I will show you how to demold the dough from the planetary bowl. Let me rest the dough for more half an hour. Use scraper, plastic scraper to remove the dough from the bowl. First grease at one corner of the marble station, lightly grease it, and then transfer the dough onto the greased marble table. And then, as earlier I told you, mold the dough into round circular shape. If you want to use dough scraper also. Let me grease my hands also one time. So as I told you, use your this part of your fingers. Now my dough is ready for proving. I am going to close the bowl, or you can also use cloth, damp cloth. Now after half an hour fermentation, you can see the dough has raised properly. Let me knock back the dough. Just lightly grease your hands and knock back your dough. And then use your scraper. I'll check the yield of the dough using weighing scale. Then I'll divide the dough equally into 60 to 80 grams each, so that we can use the baking tray in lengthwise 60 to 80 grams lengthwise and make breadsticks. So I'll also grease the baking trays, lightly grease it with 2 to 3 drops of oil. I'll use 2 baking trays today. Now I'll show you how much yield that the dough has come. In mixing bowl I have used double recipe, so that is 250 grams, but for individually you can make 125 grams of recipe. I explained in the video. So now for 250 grams the yield is 471 grams, total yield of the bread dough of grissini. Now I am going to divide this bread dough into each 60 grams or 80 grams. So I will divide the dough into 60 grams. Two grams here and there, not a problem, but make sure it should be exact around. Now I have divided the dough into 60 grams. So I have got total yield for each 60 grams is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then remaining leftover dough is 46 around. So 7 6 are 42 plus 40. So total you will get around 471. Earlier I have shown you the total weight of the yield of the dough is 471. So you will get exact proportion. So now I am going to show each breadstick how to roll. First, see the flour on marble station lightly, and then I'll take each 60 grams of the dough and then fold the dough into a round shape. And then lightly knead the dough in the sticks. Using your palm of the flat surface of both the hands, use the dough to roll like a sticks. Make sure it should be even from all the sides of the, from any corner of the stick, it should be even in size. I'm just applying lightly flour dusted. Now prepare, it is almost a pencil size shape and size also. So now I am going to stick these breadsticks to baking tray. Slowly transfer your rolled breadsticks into the baking tray and start pushing the dough and keep sealed at the corners of the dough. And leftover I am going to use for the whatever I have used 40 grams of the dough. Continue like this for all the 7 breadsticks. So I will show you again, roll it again. Now I am again, if it is sticking to your hands, same procedure follow as I told you. Use your palm, both the hands to sheet the dough. Now place it again, but place the second one just nearer to the first breadstick where I placed. So little giving 1 centimeter gap or half centimeter gap. So why I am showing you, because when you spray salt water spray, it is ideal and you can have the filling also easily filled at each breadstick uniformly. Now I have taken the breadsticks of nearly 60 grams, but the trimmings, after trimmings I have done, so it will come around 45 grams each. So each one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 yield it will come for 250 grams of bread dough of gristni. Now as I told you, you have to spray salt water spray one time and keep for intermediate proving and final proving before you giving toppings each breadstick with different flavors today. So I am going to give salt water spray first time. Properly you do salt water spray. Now I am going to place this one on top of the oven. Now it is already proved breadsticks, you can see here. Now again I am going to spray second time. When you are spraying second time, spray each individually first and start applying whatever the flavors you want to add on each breadsticks. Now second one, poppy seeds, onion seeds I have added. Next one is sesame seeds. Third one, thyme. Fourth one, salt and pepper. So these you can call it savory breadsticks. Salt and pepper little sprinkle. And then fifth one, salt. And then chili powder, chili flakes also you can add. Chili flakes also you can add into the breadsticks, chili flakes. So now I am going to repeat remaining from onion seeds, repeat. This is a water spray, salt water spray. Now I will add rosemary. Before I add, I will roll the rosemary. Crush the rosemary. Now I'll sprinkle rosemary on last two breadsticks. Now finally I'll inform. Now after this filling, you are going to cut this at the edges. What I did edges, so start cutting and leave it that way, so that you will get 40 centimeters to 30 centimeters of breadsticks. So I have cut it. Now I am going to bake it. Finally, after baking, you can present in a glass water goblet and present it with various fillings I have shown you. Thank you for watching the video. Now pizza is, focaccia is done. I am going to switch off the timer. Now remove from oven. You can see the light golden color. So if it requires, so I'll go back and bake for 2 more minutes. So I'll bake it for 2 more minutes. So 2 more minutes I am going to apply for baking again. Now focaccia is done. You can see golden color of the bread. Now this is the time to remove from oven. Close the oven. Focaccia bread on cooling rack. Now as I earlier told you, apply olive oil on top of the bread lightly. Gently please apply olive oil. Now this is done focaccia. Just we have to cool down the bread and then cut the focaccia as per the size. If it is going for buffet style, you cut the bread into larger sections of bread cut into slices. If it is a la carte, you cut it into smaller portions such as 30 to 40 grams per each person is for soup service is ideal for focaccia bread serving. Thank you. Today, this is the second mise en place. We have already baked pizza. First, only for 3 to 4 minutes I have baked so that it is half done. Now, without making pizza, first time baking plain, you can do directly by applying the layers of the pizza also. Otherwise, I am going to show you second only so that it is half done. Now I am going to show you how to do the layering of the pizza. First, I require the dough, pizza base dough. Pizza base dough is ready. Now I am using tomato sauce. So I will use 2 spoons nearly for both the so spread the tomato sauce till leaving edges 1 centimeter or half centimeter. Tomato, do not overflow the tomato sauce to the corners of the pizza. Now next one is applying cheese, mozzarella cheese, grated one, and this is kept in the fridge to stay as a grated only texture. So I am using same mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle on tomato base as I applied on the pizza base dough. So sprinkle properly cheese on top of it. The more cheese, the better the pizza comes out. This is called mozzarella cheese, and in commercial bakeries of pizza making, they also use pizza cheese also along with mozzarella cheese. They combine pizza cheese as well as mozzarella cheese. Now after applying the first layer of tomato base on pizza base, then second layer is mozzarella cheese, grated one. Then I am going to arrange the vegetables which I going to go for the topping of the pizza. So I am going to apply first tomato. Tomato I am using only 4, and juliennes of bell peppers, right from center till the corners I am using juliennes. You arrange the pizza properly, and you slice the pizza of 6 inches into 4 pieces, so definitely it will come for 4 portions. Now dice cubes of bell peppers, red bell pepper I am arranging. After this I am going to use onions. Now I am going to use olives, black olives. Half sliced black olive I am using. There are n variations in pizza. You can go for Indian flavors also, like paneer cheese, paneer tikka. All these flavors are originated from Indian. So you can change the pizza into Indian version also by using Indian gravy sauce such as paneer tikka, and more you can go ahead like such kind of variations. Now I am just adding sweet corn, just 5 to 6, 8 slices of. Now finally I have to again sprinkle mozzarella cheese on top of it. Before I go, I'll lastly season lightly with a pinch of salt. So pinch of salt is enough to season properly, and pepper to taste. Now finally I am going to finish off with a lot of cheese on topping. So I have applied 2 layers of cheese, so it will give you more cheesy texture. When you slice the pizza slice, you should see cheese should have that rubbery texture when you expand or remove the slice of a cheese. So I am using more cheese. That's it. So now I am going to finish off and start baking for 10 to 12 minutes. Again same temperature, 220 degrees centigrade. 3. I am going to place pizza in the oven, and it should be served a la carte. As I told you earlier also, if it is thin crust or thick crust, both should be served a la carte, and it is served warm to the guest always. So I am going to close the oven. Start the timer. Now pizza is done, so let us check. You can see the cheese is melted and pizza is ready to serve. This portion of the 6 inches pizza can be served for 2 people, having 4 slices. Thank you.